Hi, welcome to Art in the Stacks. Today we are going to do an activity that can be done by all ages, and it is kind of like a watercolor resist, except for we are not going to use watercolors. We're going to use squares of tissue paper, and if you got a kit from us, then the tissue paper you have is going to be perfect for this activity. If you are doing this activity at home with your own supplies, you're going to want to get tissue paper that is called bleeding tissue paper, which is not your regular tissue paper from the dollar store, because the tissue paper at the dollar store is going to hold its color in the tissue paper and it's not going to bleed onto your paper. So if you're buying your own, you get bleeding tissue paper. So you'll need tissue paper, a piece of cardstock or watercolor, and you're going to need a crayon. I'm choosing white, but you could really choose any color that you wish depending on the look you're going for. And you need either a water and paintbrush or a spray bottle with water. So the first thing you're going to do is draw some kind of picture on your paper. I'm going to make different leaves, but you can really draw anything. And make sure you're pressing down with your crayon. You want to have plenty of the crayon on there to get the full effect. Oh, not too hard, your crayon will break. Notice the newer crayons do not hold up as well as they used to. Okay, and then once you have your design on there, this is where you will either spray it with your water bottle or spray it with water or go ahead and paint it with water. You just want to make it damp. You don't have to soak it, but do make sure you're getting some water on there. And once you have it damp, go ahead and put your tissue paper on it. Just spread them out however you like. You can make a pattern if you want, or I'm just putting them on there as they come. And you're also going to want to make sure you have something underneath your paper, because the cardstock is not super heavy, so the color will bleed through and it could possibly stain whatever your workspace is. If you leave a little bit of white, that's fine. Or you can choose to cover up the entire paper. And if your cardstock seems to be getting a little bit dry, you can put some more water on it. We'll add water on top as well once we're finished. And you might be able to see that the dye is already coming off of some of this tissue paper onto the paper underneath. Oh, I have a lot of green right here. Let me find some blue or something to go with it. And once you have it all covered, we're going to put some more water on top. And this is where it's actually a little easier if you have a spray bottle, because well, I guess it really depends what you're going for. The water is going to actually start making the dye go onto your paintbrush, so your colors might get mixed up. So if that bothers you, then I would suggest using a spray bottle instead of a paintbrush. But the colors are all going to end up mixing together, so it doesn't make a huge difference. We're just painting enough to get the tissue paper wet. As you can see, the color is coming off and spreads onto some of the white spots that you left, if you left any. So once you have it completely covered and everything's wet, you're going to want to let it dry. And after it has dried, then you'll take the tissue paper off, and this is the effect you're going to get. And it looks like watercolor, and you can see the leaves that I drew underneath and some circles. So I would love for you to post a picture in the comments of the one that you've done. And we have a few kits left if you would like to come pick up a kit to do this at home, or you can use supplies that you already have. Thanks, bye.